Alright, I think we're back. Let's see. Pull it up. Oh man. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see if this works. All right, good. All right. Domtron. Okay, what's up, Dom? What's happening? No, the music should be turned off. Mike hating on my music. That's my actual music. Fool. Alright, I think we're about at 6 or 7 last time we did it. So I'm guessing you guys probably didn't catch anything I was saying, right? So I just need to completely restart. Yeah, I don't know if it was I did crank up my bit rate because I was trying to record in higher than like 1080p, so that was probably the issue. Um, so I'm gonna, or it was because I was trying to record at the same time, but I've done that before without any issues. So I think it's because I turned up my bit rate to try to get like 2K. We'll see. I'm gonna hit start recording, and if it starts messing up, just let me know, and then I'll know for sure to not record at the same time. But as I said, I've recorded before and I haven't had issues. So yeah, can't handle the ruckus. Hey, well, you know what? At least you're honest, so I can't hate on that. All right, is everything still seeming good? I hit the record button, so I just want to make sure we're not having any issues. No, it looks like it's stuttering again. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording. For some reason it seems like trying to record at the same time is just not doing it. So, we'll see if it catches back up now that I've hit stop. Let me see if it'll catch up. Okay. I think it's catching up. Alright, are we good? Looks to me like we're good. For some reason, it won't let me record right now. That's really odd. I've never had that issue. Yeah, it's good now. Okay, so yeah, that's what it was. It was me trying to record while streaming it. I've never had that happen before, but I'll have to take a look and see what the issue is with that. Okay, so let's do this again. I'm the Finkster. For those of you guys that are new, this is me. This is the voice of Lockdown Fighting, along with all the other guys that get in the commentary. We're just gonna do a quick run through of Lockdown Fighting, what it is, and how it operates. I mean, I've already talked to most of you guys about how it goes, but I'll just give a base, like, kind of overall how it works, and we'll go from there. We're gonna hop over into the Discord real quick. All right, so now that we are on the Discord, first things first, as most of you guys have already done and looked up, you would come into here to the My Fighter creation, and you would just fill out this information. Most of you guys already have. Come here to the fighter template. You can download this, and what this shows is all the different attributes that your fighter will have. Then it'll show your basic punches, kicks, combos, your legendary status, submissions. All the moves you see there, you have at least level 1. Now, if you keep looking down here to the left-hand side, you're going to get into the first information that's important. This is the camp information. So all these different camps, jiu-jitsu, karate, kickboxing, boxing, and dirty diddle wrestling. So what these are going to show you are the starting attributes, which would be on the left-hand side under the belt colors. And then it's going to show you what punches, what kicks, what clinch moves, ground moves, takedowns, submissions. Those are going to be what your moves are to start, what moves you will have unlocked, and what level they will be when you start as well. And you'll still have all the other ones from the template itself. Those will just be level 1. What these camps also show are what you can upgrade each week from that camp. So every week you have a belt tier to upgrade, a belt tier color for 10K. If you mark that, you're going to choose one of these colors: black, brown, purple, blue, whatever color you pick. Those stats or those attributes in that belt tier color will all go up by 1. So if you're a Steel Titan and your belt color, you pick black, you're going to get +1 to power. If you pick brown, you're going to get +1 to accuracy and +1 to takedown defense. That is how the belt tier upgrades. When you see that in the upgrades and you're probably wondering, like, what's the tier colors? How does, like, what is this? That's what it is. You can only do it from your camp. So if you're a kickboxer and you said, I want to upgrade my purple belt this week, you're going to get +1 to strike speed, blocking, top game. When it comes to your moves, it can be any 2 of these moves from your camp. That's how all that information works for the upgrading, stuff like that, for the moves, for the belt tier. Besides that, it's pretty self-explanatory with those upgrades. So now we'll come down here to earnings, and this is how you pretty much earn money each week. And I may be updating this a little bit. I don't know. Every time I post this, it posts like 4 times, and I don't understand why. But we might be adding a few more social medias that are 20K each. And that's just like anytime I stream for a fight, usually Friday nights, and we'll be starting Monday nights for those tournaments. If you share the stream link and on Facebook, on Twitter, probably, like I said, I'll probably add a couple more. You share the link and you hashtag Finkster, hashtag Lockdown Fighting, and tag me in it. You're going to get 20K for each one of those. And if you participate while the stream is going, so if you chat in the YouTube chat during the stream, you're going to get 20K. If you get in commentary with me, normally I will be in the Discord channel with commentary. If you get in that, want to commentate on a fight, you're going to get 20K. And if you deliver a post-fight interview in the Discord, you'll get 20K as well. We might even be adding a few more to those. So honestly, this is a small community still. We're trying to grow it as much as possible. And so the best way to do that is to reward you guys that are putting in time to watching, to reward your fighters, so that when you do watch, your fighters are going to kick more ass, and it's going to be more entertaining for you to watch. So it's kind of a win-win for both of us doing it this way. And then, of course, fight outcome, win-loss. That is going to be if you win or if you lose. If you win, you get 40K. If you lose, you get 20K. So even if you lose, you're still getting a little something. Team outcome, you have team victory. So for some of you guys that are on a team already, if your team wins the rounds, so pretty much fight by fight basis, if you win that, you get 40K each. If the team with the title, that means, so it's broken up. Whoever takes home the title, that team gets 40K each. So if the team wins and wins the title, that's 80K. The other team gets nothing. That is huge. We haven't had that happen yet, I don't believe. And then, of course, you have your fight of the night bonuses, stuff like that. You can just read that there, 60K, 40K, so on and so on. For those of you guys that are fighting as free agents, you will get the bonuses once the round is over, that week is over, and you've been drafted to a team. You'll get the bonus for that team. So that's the earnings in the Discord here. Legend Tracker, I have been getting a couple questions about this. So the Legend Tracker is just a fun, kind of cool concept I created. In fact, just last week is when we started it. And what it is think of it like if you play other sports games, and it's like, what you have to achieve to become like the Hall of Fame status or whatever. You can unlock these in any order. You can unlock multiple in one fight. And it's pretty self-explanatory. If you win by a KO or submission one night, you now have free belt tier upgrades. So that belt tier is going to be free every single week if you win by a KO or submission. And that's it. It's pretty self-explanatory. The only thing that I think needs to be explained would probably be the difference in earn a fight of the night. So that just means you fought in a fight of the night, whether you won it or you lost it. That's what that one is. Becoming the number one contender. If you fight in the co-main event, which is always fighting for number one contender, if you pretty much win that fight, you become number one contender and you unlock that that perk there. Winner in a fight of the night, obviously, so that you actually have to win in a fight of the night, become the champion. And then these title defenses, they don't have to be in order. It's just a matter of, hey, you completed one title defense. Brick has already done that. He's only got 2 more to go. So that's what the Legend Tracker is. I will update that after every fight. As you guys can see, I've already got some marked in here for you guys. I will update that every Sunday when I do all the rest of the updates. So it'll always be kept up. It is up to you guys to fill out the discounts, though, when you're upgrading. And we'll get to that. We'll actually skip over the perks. We'll get to that right now. So here's the upgrades. This is the upgrade sheet in the Discord. And it's really self-explanatory. If you want to change how your fighter fights, I was telling most of you new guys, but maybe some guys that didn't know this, your fighter personality are in-game real UFC fight personalities. So whatever you choose, that's how your fighter's going to fight. So if you don't like the way your fighter's fighting, you may need to change that up and, see if that helps you. So that's 10K. Unlock or swap a perk. So all the perks can be found right here. And they're really self-explanatory. Everyone gets Submission Escape level 5. All these perks are going to be level 5 when you get one. So everyone gets that one. You can't swap it out, nothing like that. So you can get 4 other perks. And so if you already have all 4, then what you could do is pay 10K and you can just say, I want to swap this one for this one. If you have the free, Lockdown Legend Tracker here, which I think is number 3. Yeah, number 3. If you win a KO or submission bonus of the night, like a performance of the night, you can get that free perk swap. So then you could actually pick 2 perks. You could swap one perk and then still purchase a new one, or you could swap one perk and then purchase a swap as well. So that one's kind of neat. And again, if you have any questions about the perks or what's a good one to have for your build, if you're not too familiar with the game, you can always ask any of us in the Discord and in the community here, and we'll help you out. So as we get back to the upgrade sheet here, you would just fill out that information in the bottom middle box. That's where you're going to fill out anything that needs to actually be filled out. So just like the upgrade 1 belt tier from your camp, again, you would fill that out in this big middle box. You just write whatever color you pick for your camp. You don't have to write your camp. If you want to, you can. It helps me out. That way I don't have to flip through. Some of you guys are new, so I'm not going to remember exactly what camp you're at. If you want to write your camp, you can. If not, just put the belt color, and I'll be able to figure it out. My camp moves, upgrade 2 moves from your camp. So you would just write, again, if you want to put your camp, you can. If you don't feel like doing that, you just want to write the 2 moves, just write the 2 moves down there. And then visit camp is 2 moves as well. That I do need to know which camp you're going to visit. So you would have to write down the camp you're visiting, and of course you can just like abbreviate it. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then just write the 2 moves from that camp, and you're good to go there. Moving on, class training. These are really simple. You just put A or B in the little box on the right, and you're gonna get all those stats for your fighter. So Elite Strike Academy, A or B, Premier Grappling, A or B, top tier training, A or B. Really self-explanatory, really simple. Spartan training, again, it's the same thing. If you click one of those, you're gonna get all those points. And then you have the Finkster's meat juice flavors here. And again, it's the exact same thing. Whatever you pick, your fighter is going to get those stats. All these stats are permanent. All the lockdown legend tracker stuff is permanent. So it's really just you pick whatever you want your fighter to start developing and getting better at. And again, fill it out in the middle. Tally up your whole total. Put that on the right-hand side where it says total. And then on the left, you want to go ahead and any lockdown legend tracker that you've unlocked, anything that's going to give you a discount, just write the numbers in here, 1, 2, 3, 7, 10, whatever you have. Just kind of, separate them so that I know which ones you have, and then I will discount it for you. You don't have to do any of that. So that's how the upgrades go. If you have any questions, what's up, Lloyd? And who else we got? Vega, Mike, I know you were already in here. Coatsy, Matt, what's going on, Matt? So yeah, so that's how the upgrades works. It's very simple. Like I said, if you ever have any questions, just tag us. I mean, you can at probably any of us and we'll be able to get back to you. But that's, like I said, everything is found in the Discord. The league updates is going to be where I post a lot of the fight cards. If I'm making any changes to the camps, schedule updates, anything like that will always be found in the league updates. Be sure to grab that My Fighter template, because a lot of the fighters in the league right now are asking me, what are my fighter stats? What are my fighter stats? That's why I made the fighter template. You can download that, and then once you see your fighter stats, for you new guys that are brand new, you guys would know exactly what your fighter stats are by just looking at the info in the camps. This is exactly where you're going to start at with these moves, with these levels, with these attributes. All the other attributes that you don't see listed are going to be 90. So, let me get back to it here. Right here. So submission defense starts at 90. Switch stance and footwork starts at 90. And then all of your stamina and health ones start at 90. So that's why those aren't a part of any of the camps. They're just like basic overall attributes that I went ahead and gave everyone 90 to, just to kind of balance out the fights and out the leagues and stuff like that. So I think that should kind of explain everything. If you guys have any questions about any of that, let me know and I will answer them right now. Yeah, that actually, Ulan, that gives me, I should let you guys know, upgrades always have to be done Wednesday by 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would be 12, like midnight for the East Coast. And like I said, you just go right into here, which is the fighter upgrading. You click that, you can see how like Plague here, Brick is his fighter, our current champion, dominating everybody, the only undefeated fighter. You can see he wrote free belt and my camp moves. So I was even telling him he can even just write the numbers as well, but hey, that helps me even more. He put in his moves here: purple belt, wrestling get-ups, wrestling transitions, core ground moves, and BJJ reversals from Big Jake Jitsu. Perfect, man. That way I know. He checked what he's paying for. He checked, he's getting B and B from those two. He checked that he's getting the Sourberry Shark Head and total 140K, so I'll know to take off that. And then, of course, every day, or after Wednesdays, usually I'll post your guys' money again, usually on Thursdays. If I don't, then I'll definitely post them on Sundays after the fights and after you guys have earned money again. So you can see, you can do it however you want. Ulan, I see you already upgraded. That's good. Looks like you did it properly. I'll go back in. Dom didn't do belt tier move camp, so yeah, it looks like he's got everything sorted there. Hambone. So I always go through those. You'll know once I've gone through your upgrades. I will put a little LFL, the little logo emoji on it. That will let you know that I went ahead and did that. No, Chris? What? Yes. So, Matt, the new fighters were given $300,000 to be able to upgrade this week. So, they will have a little bit. Pretty much every fighter that's come in, I've slowly given more and more and more as the weeks have gone on. So, now we're pretty much up to like 300. Fighter, like I said, fighter rankings and cash. That's where you'll always find that. That's where you'll see, where you rank at. The reason I have parentheses right now is because with these new lockdown legend trackers, I have to keep track of like your 3 wins, 3 knockouts, 3 performances, 3 fight of the nights, whatever the case may be. The parentheses are your past wins. Anything not in parentheses is brand new. So once you hit a certain thing that I don't need to track anymore, I'll just combine those all together. So as you can see, Old Brick here is 4-1. So he is 5-0 with 5 knockouts, 2 fight of the nights, and 3 performance of the nights. So that's why the parentheses are there. Those are your former wins, knockouts, stuff like that. It still all counts. What up, Brick? What's going on, man? That was your question? Was your question the parentheses? But yeah, that should be everything. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, I can hop into the Finkster Talks podcast, and we can kind of go over some stuff. But I'm trying to think. I can kind of show you guys here since. Let me swap back over to the docs here. So you guys can see team rankings here, Mantis, Dragons. That's mainly just for stat keeping. I don't really have any type of. I mean, there's no real big reason to have a Mantis versus Dragon thing. We just prefer team based. At some point, we might, do like multiple teams. We've tried it before. It didn't work as well, but yeah, for right now, that's how that is. I have not added in your guys' extra earnings from yesterday posting videos and tagging me and stuff like that. I still have to go through all that. So what you guys see right here and in the Discord, this is the exact same thing as the Discord one. That does not depict your upgrades, as upgrades haven't gone through yet, and it doesn't depict the sharing for yesterday. So if you guys know you did that, you guys know you'll have more money coming. Fight of the night bonuses, again, we kind of went over that already, but that's just where I fill it in. This mainly is all this stuff is just for me. The fight cards, stuff like that, so I can fill it in. We already went over the weekly earnings. We went over the upgrade menu. You guys can see it a whole lot better like this. Again, you can't do like, this is something that I get asked quite a bit too. You can't do like 3 camp belts or 3 of these camp moves. You can only pick one of every. You can pick everything just one time. So I hope that makes sense. So if you wanted to upgrade literally everything, if you had enough money, you could do that. But you can't pick multiple of one thing. And then of course we already went over the lockdown legend status. It will be updated every single week. Same with everything else needing to be updated. These are just going to be the fight camp information that I still have saved on here. And currently, I'll show you guys this right here. So our current camp numbers here. We've got 4 Big Jig Jitsu, 2 Dirty Diddle Wrestling, 4 Dojo Jojo Karate, 6 Lionheart Kickboxing, and I believe 6 Steel Titan Boxing, unless that didn't update for me. No, that's 22. So yeah, that is what we're sitting at for camp numbers right now. Just so that you guys can know. Oh yeah, because I think Mike, you started with like 220, 240, something like that. So, and then you earned I think like 200 and something just from this last week. So yeah, you You got like a fight of the night and all kinds of stuff. I can mention the new. So every Monday starting next week, we've got a new schedule. So Sundays I do all the updating. I'm gonna post everything that you guys need to know on how the next week is gonna operate for your fighter. You know, you're gonna know how much money you earned, what your ranking is, your lockdown legend status, all that kinds of stuff. That all gets posted on Sundays. On Mondays, I will post the fight card on who you're gonna fight. And we will also do the 8-man bottom 8 tournament. And so what that means is the bottom 8 fighters, it'll be the 4 bottom mantis and the 4 bottom dragons. So it doesn't necessarily mean the 4 most bottom ranked fighters. It's going to be the 4 bottom ranked from each team. So now that we're at a full 22-man roster and we even have some people on a wait list, of course we might be losing some people after this week too. So for some of you guys that are joining still and I don't have room for you yet, you're probably going to have room after this week right here. But what it means, so like if it were to start this week, Chicharron, Mike, Zach, and Dover would be the 4 bottom mantis. Chicharron would fight Johnson. Zach would fight Dover. Taylor would fight Slice. Nuke would fight Thorson. And how it would work is like the Mantis would be up here on the tournament bracket. Dragons would be down here. So it'll be Mantis versus Mantis, Dragons versus Dragons until the final. I don't have the information on this document, but it is in the league updates for... In fact, I can actually pull it up right here. We'll go back to it. Should be under league updates of kind of how it'll break down. I thought I posted it. Did I not post it? Might be under the general tab, but we've had a lot of chatting going on today. Maybe I didn't post it. Maybe I made it and just did not post it and meant to post it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys waiting while I try to look and find it. So pretty much it's a bracket. What's up, Jeff? So I'll post it in the Discord and whatnot. But in fact, here I might as well just do it right now. We'll go ahead and post it in the league update so you can see the format of how it works, how it's going to kind of fall out. We'll just go ahead and post it. All right, so there you guys go. I will swap it over to the Discord so you guys can actually see it with me right now. All right, so there it is. There you go, right there. Try to bring it up as close as possible here. So Mantis 7 versus 8, 9 versus 10, Dragon 7 versus 8, 9 versus 10. Tournament info, it is single elimination. So it's not going to last all night, especially since it's on a Monday and we're still starting at 7 p.m. These things are going to go quick. Damage retention. However much damage you take in the first round, you're going to pretty much be taking some of that into the second round. You'll take some of that damage into the third. So we used to do these tournaments at the end of our normal seasons and stuff like that. They're a lot of fun because some dude might get completely wrecked in the first round. And then, whoever his next opponent is might be, maybe got a quick knockout, no damage. And then it really just, it makes for some interesting fights for sure. So it's single elimination, damage retention. There won't be any entrances for this, so there won't be any music, stuff like that, just to keep it short on a Monday. These fights will not go towards your official record. You won't have wins and losses from this. This is kind of like just an exhibition type fight. No points earned, nothing like that. So you're not going to move up and down in the rankings. You're not going to earn any points. You don't earn any extra bonus money for the fights themselves. So there's not going to be like a knockout of the night, sub of the night, fight of the night bonus. None of those types of bonuses. And no legend unlocks. So the lockdown legend status tracker, none of that stuff will be given for these tournaments. Okay, you tagged it. Okay, well, either way, I posted it in the Discord. So how it works, if you are in this tournament, you automatically earn $80,000 for your fighter. Anyone in the first round, which is obviously just whoever is in involved in this, you earn 80,000. That's a good amount of money. That's, you know, 2-3 upgrades depending on what you're upgrading. So that's pretty solid right there. If you make it into the second round, you get plus 40k towards that. Doesn't matter if you win or lose in the second round, you just get another 40k on top of that 80k if you make it to the second round. If you make it to the third and final round, you get plus 40k as well. So that's really cool. You're picking up a lot of money just for making it to the third and final round. And then, of course, if you win, you get an additional 80k. So that is big time money just for your fighter to participate in the bottom 8 tournament. And since we do have a lot of new fighters coming in, and some of our top guys have been sitting at the top, some of our bottom guys have been sitting at the bottom this season, this is my way to bring in like some fresh blood, try to switch it up, because pretty soon our fight cards are going to be looking almost identical every single week. And so this will be a good way to kind of freshen it up, switch it up a bit. Let's run this bitch tonight. I don't know, man. We'll see. And so also, you're going to get social payout as well, because like the biggest thing with this league is going to be about participation. I'm trying to grow my streaming channel here, trying to grow this community to where, you know, maybe we can run 2 freaking rosters, because the only space I have for this game is 22. I can only have 22 fighters. But I can always have another account, make another 22, so we could definitely do some crazy stuff where we're running like a fight Monday, you know, a fight Friday, and maybe like a bottom 16 tournament, you know, or something like that, you know what I mean? 2 bottom 8 tournaments, all different kinds of things we can do. I want to continue to grow this. For those of you guys that are new to Lockdown Fighting, this is, it started as like Lockdown Franchise, and we did the same kind of stuff for Madden. We did the same kind of stuff for WWE Wrestling. That one was a lot of fun, although a bunch of time put into it, and then it crashed and wiped everything. But with the new game coming out, we're probably going to do a lot of stuff like that. So if you guys kind of like the idea of what this is and you like other sports, like I said, we do Madden, where it's like all of us on one team as rookies, building up our stats to take on completely custom players, completely custom teams, no NFL association whatsoever when we do that stuff. And then, of course, WWE, if you like storytelling, if you like cutting promos and stuff like that for your fighters, that one's really fun as well. It's very creative. We're looking at maybe doing NHL. I've tried baseball, didn't work too well, but just in general, you guys get the idea. We do a lot of these different kinds of leagues. Right now we're running Lockdown Fighting, but if you're interested in joining more as those pop up, just definitely let me know. So with that said, social payout, fighters 20k per social. So it's just going to be like the regular Friday night fights with your socials. If you tag the link, if you tag me, share the link, and put the hashtags that it says to, you're going to get 20k per social. So not only are you getting a ton of fight payout money, you're also going to still get, what is it, like 100k if you did all of them that are given. So you can earn, man, you can earn over 300 something k just from these. And I think that is huge for you bottom guys, especially new guys coming in. That's going to be big time. For you non-fighters, I still want you guys to come in and join up, you know, hang out with me in the commentary, stuff like that. I still want to give you guys money for doing that and helping me promote the stream and stuff. So I can't give you a whole bunch because this is the opportunity for these bottom guys to continue to move up, but you will get at least 60k max. So you guys will still get at least 60k, which, I mean, the top the top upgrade only costs 50k, so you could get one of the top upgrades for that. So it's still big time. So pretty much with that, you would need to do at least 3 different socials or participations. You do 3, you'll get the 60k. Boom, you'll be good to go. Now, fighters that are in this tournament that do not show up whatsoever, don't let me know that you're not going to be able to watch it, anything like that. You're going to lose out on 50% of whatever you earn. So if you made it all the way to the finish, you're only earning 50% of that money. The rest of that money, it just goes back into the lockdown fighting bank. So it just goes nowhere. So you definitely want to show up for this. If you can't show up, if you can't be a part of the stream, at least let me know ahead of time, and you can at least, maybe if you can, at least try to chat in the stream a little bit, try to share it, anything like that, that'll still count as you being a part of it. As long as you're helping grow the channel, as long as you're helping trying to promote it, by all means, you're good to go with that. So that is how, yeah, I took off all the injuries and stuff like that. So that's how the tournament will work. Bottom 8, just another way to stream on Mondays, get some content out, so on and so on. So with that said, let's head back over to the docs here. And so that happens on Mondays. So Sundays I'll probably post the tournament as well, but you guys will see it like with the rankings. So I really don't see the point in posting the tournament. That's just more work I have to do to make something and whatnot. But now you guys know. So updates are on Sundays. Fight card gets posted on Monday, so you'll see who you're fighting. And of course, the bottom 8 tournament happens on Mondays as well. That'll be 7 p.m. on the same YouTube channel. Tuesdays, that's where you guys have already noticed I'm starting to really push myself to edit videos and edit clips and stuff like that. So Tuesday, I try to post all that stuff. That's where you guys will get a chance to earn some extra, about 20K per share, per tag, all that kinds of stuff, just for post-fight highlights and whatnot like that. So that brings us to Wednesdays, which is kind of what we're doing right now, where we're going to be doing the talk show. Now, the talk show will be similar to this, except it's going to have a little more structure. It's not just going to be explaining the league. It will be more about, going over last week's fights, going over this upcoming week's fights. It's going to be talking about who trained at what, because your upgrades will have to be posted by Wednesday. Now, the stream will be at 7 p.m. It'll still start at the exact same time, 7 p.m. Your upgrades don't have to be until 9, but anybody that has already put in the upgrades, we'll kind of take a look at. We'll talk over the fight, upcoming fight, stuff like that. If you want to join me, it'd be great to have. What we'll have here is, instead of this documents here, what we'll have is the Discord open right here. And I'll have it to where if any of you guys are on camera, you guys will actually be on camera right here with me on the Discord. And so it'll actually be kind of like a co-stream. We'll have like analysts. Instead of saying interviews right here, I'll probably have like, I don't know, talk show or something like that. You know what I mean? So it'll be cool. We'll talk about just whatever we want to talk about regarding lockdown fighting, the upcoming week, the previous weeks, maybe fighters that we like, giving predictions on fights, stuff like that. For any of you guys that want to cut promos or talk crap about your opponent or give them respect, anything like that, we'll use that in the show. The more content that you create on your own, I'm going to reward you for that. Like if you show up and you want to be on camera here for the talk show, I'm going to pay you by paying your fighter. That's my way of like, hey, you're helping me out. You're making this content even more interesting because you're bringing yourself into it with me. That's my way of rewarding you guys. I'm going to give your guys' fighters cash, probably 20K, 40K, 60K, depending on, what we're doing, what we talk about, how long you're in, stuff like that. You'll get money for doing that for your fighter as well. So all that money will just accrue over into the next week to where you can upgrade and stuff. So let's see, what do we got here? Got that speed. All right. Let's see. So that'll be on Wednesdays. We'll have the talk show, which I think that'll be really fun. As I said, in the Discord, you can be as let's not get like Colby Covington at each other. We don't want to have some like legit beef spring up, but have fun with it, man. If you want to talk some shit, talk some shit. If you want to post whatever, just keep it clean, be respectable, but have fun with it. That's what I want. As I said, I'm going to highlight anywhere from 2 to 4 fights per week from now on, which means I'll make a cool little, just quick little like video that will play before your fight. So if you and your opponent want to dish out some beef with each other, or you guys want to come up with some like cool backstory against each other, I'll play that. I'll make a video out of it. If you guys want to send in some like voice clips or video clips, something like that, mainly voice clips, because what I can do is just take a picture of your fighter or something, or play footage of your fighter while you're talking over it. Anything like that, send it in to me. If you want to record something with me, we can record something together. But the more content you do, the more I'm going to give back to your fighter as well. You'll earn extra cash for that. So that's just something cool. Just adds more to the the realism of this league feeling like a legitimate league instead of just, a game league. That's kind of what I want. So hopefully you guys like that idea of trying to add more to this league instead of it just being fights and stuff. It gives us another day of streaming, hanging out together, trying to build the community, etc., etc. Let's see here. What's being said? Dude, tournaments are always fun, Bubonic. Like, we used to run tournaments all the time, especially these retention, damage retention tournaments, man. They get a little wild. Throwing water bottles at people. So that brings us to Thursday, which would be tomorrow. Obviously, Thursday, I don't really do much besides upgrade your fighters. And now that we have a ton of fighters, I'm expecting... I don't think this week we will have everyone upgrade. Like I said, we have some fighters that have been in the league all season, have not upgraded once. If those fighters don't upgrade by tonight, they're going to get booted out from the league because we've got a lot of fighters coming in. And you guys seem really interested in wanting to be a part of this and helping it grow. So the more people that are actually keeping up, upgrading, that's the kind of people that I want in the league. So, as I said, we've got like a wait list going on right now. We might be adding fresh new fighters next week as well and getting rid of some guys. I mean, you can see here with the money. Actually, you can't because I don't have the docs open. But Bubba Nuke, I mean, he's always in our league stuff, but he told me he's got a lot of stuff going on. As much as he wants to keep up on it, he's not sure he'll be able to. Dave is another one. He says he really likes the league, but he's not, I'm even hitting him up like, hey, man, you gotta upgrade. We've got like fighters on the wait list that really want to do this, and you not upgrading, that can kind of, hurt your team. So Dover, another one, he just got added, still hasn't upgraded whatsoever. So it's stuff like that, I'm not just going to kick you guys out without warning you or telling you anything like that. I'm not trying to be rude about it or anything, but I did post in here in the Discord. You can find it. That I definitely know was in the league updates right here, this big long one. And it's just kind of a basic like, hey, man, if you're not interested, you're not going to get the bonuses. So if you don't upgrade your fighter for the week, you're not going to earn any team bonuses if you don't complete at least one social media or participation. And I mean, that's really easy. If you're really that busy to where you can't do one of those, I just feel like the league isn't for you. Because, I mean, it's pretty simple. Share, all you got to do is tag me and share the stream. So, I mean, if you don't even have time to do that, then I feel like, no hard feelings. You can definitely stay in the Discord and you can definitely keep watching, but with only 22 roster spots, I got to keep it with the people that want to actually upgrade and want their fighters to be the best and stuff like that. So, hopefully you guys can understand that, respect it. It's not meant to, I don't want to come off in the wrong way with that. It's just mainly meant to, I want to keep the people that are really interested, involved, and the people that aren't so interested, they can, maybe if we get a second roster going, they can hop on that one. Everyone wants a tournament tonight? Oh, man. Taylor, I appreciate you hopping in here, buddy. I appreciate it. Fucking Mike. I'm not even gonna get into that, Mike. You fucker. Oh, good old fantasy football. All right, so with that, that explains Thursday, and then of course Friday nights are our fight nights, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on this channel. So be sure, if you haven't subscribed, hit the notification bell just in case you forget. You don't want to miss out on all the extra money that you can earn for your fighter, stuff like that. So, and then Saturdays I don't really do anything. That's just my day to hang out with the kids and just kind of take a day off from everything. And then of course Sunday it all starts up again. So this league is continuous. Normally we have a date picked out. I do not have a date picked out at the moment for when this is going to end. And honestly, it's because for this season, I kind of just feel like we'll go until you guys are bored with it. We'll go until we're like, hey, let's start something else. It's just going to go until I kind of feel like, okay, let's end the season. I'll definitely put it a few weeks ahead. So if things are close, we'll definitely, figure that out. We always have an end of the season tournament. We do 16 fighters. The fighters that are on the bottom, they have like a prelim style kind of tournament where it's like 8. I think it's 8 and 8 right there or something like that. 8. No, I think we just do 8. And then whoever wins gets the final spot in that main 16 tournament. So everyone, it's usually a whole day of just tournament fights. It's always fun when we do that. We used to do it after every single round, which would have been like last week's fight would have been a tournament, but I felt like we weren't ready. Maybe after this these next 3 weeks we might do something like that because the tournaments are a lot of fun. Oh man, you fools really want a tournament, don't you? Yeah, oh, that's right. We still have to get into the stats too. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at. Let me hop over here into. We'll close this out. Close this out here. So, who actually wants and needs to see their stats? Luke, I know you've been asking. For me to do this here, let's hop on over. I don't think Lucky's been asking, so I'm going to do it. Okay, so he's a lot like he's the Lucky trading away guys like that. How do you guys feel? Let me ask you, since there's quite a bit of us in here right now. How do you guys feel about resetting the teams and doing some kind of draft or something like that? Like, I do feel if we did do something like that, we would need to. It would kind of be like not necessarily resetting the season, but we would be like resetting the infrastructure in a way, I guess, the teams, stuff like that, because you need to see your stats as well. Okay, and you need to see sub levels. Okay, because I do feel like now that we are getting quite a bit of people, it would be kind of cool, I think, to have some kind of draft. But for that to happen, we would kind of need everyone to be, or most people to be available. And we don't really have like team captains per se. So that does make it a little difficult. Maybe after we hit week 8. So maybe after week 8, we might do like something like that where we switch it up a little bit. Maybe we'll run a tournament then and we can kind of go based off the tournament. I usually can come up with some pretty creative things. So we'll see. But I think maybe after week 8, we might switch up teams a bit. Oh, well, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, Deshaun Watson for Darren Waller. Especially if the guy needed a quarterback. All right, so what I'm going to do here to save time is I'm going to swap over to my actual monitor here so that, for me, this isn't laggy. Let's do a draft. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think we'll do a draft probably after week 8. Maybe we'll run like a tournament or something. So, let's see. Slice, do you need to see your stats? Because you're like right here. You're the first person. Resetting. So the fighter. So are you talking like completely reset all the fighters after week 8 as well and like restart it? Yeah, you can definitely build a tight end to be really good. In fact, best thing to do is get a big ass wide receiver and move him to tight end. Yeah, if I mean, Slice would probably be a good captain to have because I mean, Slice has been here since day 1 as well. I mean, we have had a lot of people that have been into this league since day 1, but Slice definitely always looking out, man. But that could even be something to where maybe we pick 4 teams or something like that and actually split it up 5, 10, 15, 20, something like that, you know. Or, I don't know, I'd have to figure out. Maybe it's 4? I don't know. Because then we might lose it. So we might just have to keep 2, but. You don't want to reset? Oh, they suck at run blocking? Nah, I mean, it depends. All right, so Slice, I'll take a look here. I'm just going to go through these real quick for those of you that want them. Let's see. So we're going to go into skills here. Let's start with your stats. So hopefully you have, before we start here, Vega, hopefully you have your template ready to go so you can fill this out here. Strike speed, you're currently at 83, so on and so on. I'm not going to like completely read everything off. I'll just give you a little bit of time to take a look, and then let me know if you need extra time. But you can always kind of like pause it, go back. That's the nice thing about YouTube. You can just pause it, look at what you need, and then you can skip forward. So there's all yours. Been moving up quite a bit. Yeah, so like normally when we actually end the season and we go into the next season, I always reset the fighters. So if this season were to end at whatever point, it wouldn't come back until the following year, which would be 2023. And then your fighters would reset. I probably wouldn't have to tweak the camps all that much because I feel like how I've set it up this season, it has been like spot on balanced. So it would just be, ow, I hit my knee on my desk. It would just be, you know, reset the fighters. You guys can pick your camps again, etc., etc. The only thought that I have had to switching up camps a bit is like you can choose maybe multiple camps, but your stats and stuff will kind of differ. I haven't actually played around with it. It's just been a thought in my head. So where, yeah, screenshots clutch. Yes, exactly. So, it's like, okay, if you just want to be Lionheart Kickboxing, you can do that, and you would start with like your 5s, 4s like you did this season. But if you wanted to do maybe kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, you could do that, and instead of having the 5s and 4s, you would maybe only have 3s and 2s, but you would be completely rounded out, you know what I mean? If you wanted to go just wrestling, you could do that. Or you could maybe go wrestling and boxing, or you could go boxing and wrestling. So instead of having 5s, maybe you have like 4s for your punches, and instead of like, you know, whatever you chose as your top one, you would get partial of what the top stuff is, and then whatever you chose for your second one, maybe you get like partial of what the top stuff is, something like that. I haven't played around with it. Obviously that would require more kind of creativity on my end as far as how to set up the fighters, how to balance everything out again, but I do feel like doing something like that would be interesting, because then you could actually come into it. We would have all kinds of different fighters then, because someone might be pure Lionheart Kickboxing, whereas someone else might be Jiu-Jitsu and Lionheart, or someone might be Lionheart and wrestling, you know, or wrestling Lionheart. So I think at that point it would be, all right, Jeff, take it easy, buddy. We'll see you Friday for sure, Jenger. But I do think that would be kind of cool to do something like that. With that said, let's move on. So here's your grappling, Vega. I know you haven't really done too much in grappling besides like your takedown defense and submission defense, stuff like that. Give it a few seconds. Do it, so definitely show yours. Okay, I will definitely show yours. Like I said, we're going to try to get through this real quick. I'll quit rambling like I do. You guys, for those of you guys that are used to me, you guys know how much I ramble. Strike stamina, grapple stamina, endurance. That one doesn't take much. There's your fitness. And then, of course, here's your health right here. Toughness is, you took a lot of those injuries right off the bat. So your toughness is down there, but you can pick it back up now. All right, so there's that. Your perks, you've got heavy hands. As I said, anytime you get a perk or swap a perk, anything like that, it's automatically level 5. The escape artist is set in stone. You cannot do it. The only thing I've thought about as far as removing escape artist is if you completely unlock all of the lockdown legend status tracker. If you get all those, that might be like the bonus, is you can change that escape artist if you want to, but I highly do not recommend doing that, because I'm telling you, if anybody puts you in a submission, you're not escaping like ever. You're going to get submitted on every single attempt. So that is why I have all you guys with escape artists, and believe me, I put in a lot of hours in testing these fights. So you have heavy hands, fluidity, headhunter, and game changers. So yeah, you should be good. Do you need your moves at all? I'm pretty sure you have most of your moves level 5. The only thing you don't have is like your body jab, body straight. Some of your hooks to the body, uppercuts, those are only level 4s. Overhand haymakers, stuff like that are 4s. Spinning back fist, Superman punch, level 4s. And your elbows are only level 1. All your kicks you already know are level 5. Now you don't have all kicks unlocked because of Karate Dojo. They have like every single kick. But most of your stuff, the kicks that you do have from your camp, those are all level 5. Your clinch is only level 1. Takedowns, as you can see here, pretty much all level 1 stuff because you don't want your takedowns. Your core ground moves are still only level 3. Get ups 3 and 3 because I don't think you've done anything for your ground game. Vega's style is if I go to the ground, it's over. But if I can keep it from going to the ground, I have a chance. And then your combos, you're at 3 boxing, 5 kickboxing, 1 Muay Thai, and 1 traditional. Yes, 1 perk a week. Nope, you can, as I said earlier, you can only pick, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not even going to save because I didn't mess with anything. You can only pick 1 of everything in the upgrading. You can't do multiple of something. Let's see, who else? I think Matt, since you're right here, I think, Matt, you were saying that you wanted to see your fighter. So as I said, that fighter template, man, it comes in handy. I actually use that thing. I have it downloaded. I printed mine out so I can fill it in and whatnot. So let's get into Matt's here. Stats for Matt. Here are your striking. A lot of power and accuracy. Coming from Matt here out of Lionheart. Another Lionheart Kickboxer. Throws, grapples. I do need to rework in the Muay Thai into this camp and figure out how to do that because unfortunately for Matt, he was like one of the very few Muay Thai camp fighters we had from last season. Originally, I made this camp to be kickboxing and Muay Thai because it made sense that way. But they were too weak on the ground just because of how much I had to split things around. So I just had to scrap it. So unfortunately for Matt, his fight style is he's got a lot of catching up to do, unlike some of the other fighters. But he's starting to get there, and it shows, man, because his clinch games were looking really well. Mike is another one. He has Shogun Hua as his personality. Used the clinch a lot. He's fun to watch, but definitely, Mike, since you're here, look into getting those clinch throws, or at least getting the clinch grapple up, and look for, maybe upgrading the perks for like knees in the clinch, elbows in the clinch. Make sure your knees and elbows are upgraded. That'll come in handy for you. There's your fitness, Matt. Strike, grapple, endurance, chin strength, body strength, leg, toughness, heart. Perks. You've got marathoner, which I think you already said you were exchanging that. Fluidity, tie tear. That's a good one. Mike right there. The tie tear +5 for knees in the clinch. And then the butcher is -5 to your opponent's body for front and side kicks. That's a really good one for Matt specifically because his fighter throws a ton of front kicks. So, and then we'll check out your moves here. Your Lionheart, so you already know most of your punches should be about 4s and 5s, stuff like that. Besides your elbows, which are something that these aren't necessarily, I don't believe these are elbows in the clinch themselves, but anytime I built a Muay Thai fighter, I always tried to get these elbows up, and it did seem like they helped. So your kicks are going to be all level 5 unless you've unlocked any Jojo style kicks or anything like that, which doesn't look like it. Your clinch, he's actually been working on his clinch, level 3. And this is actually a good point. Some of the stuff in this game here, like the Thai clinch whip and the Thai clinch, those are going to be, like, if you pick the Thai clinch at Lionheart because you want to upgrade that, you're going to get both of those. That's going to count as one move. Same with, like, the over, under, double under. Same with single collar and single collar whip. There's a lot of stuff like that counts for both. For the wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys, you get the single leg and the power single leg, double leg or power double leg. The suplex comes with the body lock. The inside trip comes with the outside trip. Judo is the only one that's by itself. So, ground stuff. Ground stuff is pretty much only singular stuff. So if you do ground transitions, depending on which camp you have, you might have wrestling or you might have jiu-jitsu. You're only going to get one of those because those are really, really powerful. And then, of course, submission. Lionheart doesn't really have anything. Matt has upgraded his guillotine at least to level 2. And then, of course, combos. He's got level 4 kickboxing, 2 Muay Thai, so on and so on. Yes. So we will, like I said, I'm just going down the list, kind of showing everybody that I know for sure has asked me. Yeah, so the perks, Mike, it starts at level 5, and that's it. That's as high as it goes. So you don't have to upgrade your perks anymore. All you have to do is pick a perk. It's level 5. You have it. Let's see. Coats, here you are. Alright, so there you go, Coats. 97 strike speed. 87 power, 89 accuracy, 83 block, 83 head movement. Good footwork and switch stance. That helps. Grappling. You've got 63 clinch throws. Grapple. Your takedown defense 91, pretty solid. Top game 73. Bottom game is 85, which is it's high, but obviously the jiu-jitsu guys, the wrestlers, I think a lot of their bottom game for jiu-jitsu I think starts at 86, and top game for wrestlers start at 86, and their bottom and top it's like swapped. For jiu-jitsu I think top game's like 78, and I think for wrestling bottom game is 78. So that gives you guys an idea as to how some of these stand-up camps can favor in regards to the ground guys. So you could be on an equal playing field. It really depends. That's why some of you guys, when you get frustrated when these ground guys take you down, you can't do anything. I mean, you guys have way more power and stuff like that compared to what they have stand up. So I mean, that's just how it is. Get that takedown defense up. Try to get that top and bottom game up. Even if you get it up, your fighter's not going to start looking for takedowns and stuff like that. I got something in my eye. Your fighter won't change the way he fights. It'll just give him a better advantage if the fight goes to the ground. Grapple, strike, and endurance. And then, of course, chin, body, leg, toughness, heart. There we go. So, perks. You've got Headhunter, Fluidity, and Off the Back. So it looks like you do have one perk spot available, which that doesn't seem right. Unless maybe you didn't do a third perk and maybe you swapped one or something instead of upgrading one. But you've got 3 only, so you do have a spot open for your perk. That's kind of interesting. So if that's messed up, I will take a look, because I haven't deleted any of your guys' upgrades and stuff, and I will double check and make sure that there's no issue with that. If you should have gotten one and I missed it, then I will give you your perk for free this week, which if you're supposed to have it for free, I'll give you another whatever 10k. I'll give you 10k off pretty much whatever I can, because I don't know why that would be missing. But moves. Your back fist and straight, level 3s. Uppercuts are 2s. Body jab and straight, 3. Some of these punches, as I was talking about, lead hook goes with the hook, because those are just your hook punches to the face. Back fist is your jab, so you get the jab and the body jab. The straight goes with the body straight. Uppercuts go with uppercuts. If you're working the body hooks go with the body hooks. The body uppercuts go with the body uppercuts. If you do a spinning back fist, you get both. If you're doing like lead elbow, you get both, so on and so on. Kicks are similar as well. So like leg kicks, you're going to get both. Roundhouse to the body, you'd get both. Lead roundhouse and roundhouse, you get both. Now with these ones, it's a little bit different, because this is a hook kick, this is an axe kick, stuff like that. So like a lead body front and a body front, that's really similar. So you would get both of those. Lead side and side, you'd get both of those. Lead body side, you get both of those. The reason he doesn't have to worry about that is because he's level 5 on all those, because that's the base camp for Dojo Jojo Karate. So you get all those kicks at level 5. Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate. I mean, that's just the game, you know what I mean? That's what kind of sucks. All your clinch, Coatsy, is level 1. Your takedowns are pretty much all level 1, because you haven't messed with any of that. Your ground game, core ground, is 4. Get ups are both 5. Transitions are 4, reversals are 4, and sweeps are 4. Those would definitely help when you're on the ground as well, because a lot of the ground guys, they started at 4 and they instantly went to level 5 of those, whereas some of you strikers didn't really worry about that. So, and then of course your submissions, you upgraded the guillotine. And I think that's it. Combos, you're at 1, 2, 1, and 5. Alright, so who else do we have here? Who's coming up next? That was wanting to see. Brick! Brick was asking. Alright, so Brick. Look at that power, man. I think Brick is the only person that has max power. I got to my feet week 2. Huh. Okay. I'll go back and take a look because, yeah, I mean, I might have missed it. If I did, I apologize. Like, it gets hard trying to make sure I'm getting everything, especially if kids distract me while I'm trying to upgrade stuff like that. But, yeah, I'm going to go back and look. I'll make sure that it wasn't like a, hey, I want to swap this and that's why it's missing or something. But seeing that, yeah, it seems like you should have had one. So I will double check and make sure. But Brick, here's all your stuff right here for striking. Here's all your grappling. Like, see, you can see Brick new. Of course, Steel Titan guys, they start at 78 top and 78 bottom. But he has definitely been trying to upgrade bottom game, top game, and of course his takedown defense. Fitness for Brick. And health. Look at that chin, man. 97. Brick is a beast. Perks. He's got the heavy hands, game changer, to your feet, and 0 in. Moves, all of the punches for Steel Titan, they start at level 5. He hasn't really had to do anything for that. Kicks, they all pretty much start at level 3, and I don't believe he's really gone out and tried to get any other leg kicks, body knees, stuff like that. His clinch, hasn't worried about that. His fighter doesn't really get into it. Takedowns, nothing. Ground game, he has worked a little bit. Core, level 4. His get-ups are 5 and 4, 4, 4, and 4. Submissions, I think he's only at level 1 at all the base submissions. And then combos, he's our guy is level 5 boxing, and that's all he's really worried about. So that takes care of Brick. It wasn't rigged. I didn't even fight Coates week 3. I'm pretty sure I fought Coates week 4. So I didn't rig it. Oh shit. I know Jake has been asking me, so I'm gonna get Jake here. Alright, so Jake's stats here. We've got, obviously, these are the jiu-jitsu guys. They do not start with much striking whatsoever. 73, 63, 70s. You got grappling here. Now, grappling is what they do, man. 87, 87, 99 takedown. They don't worry about takedown defense because they'd rather the fight go on the ground however possible. Submission offense. This is what Jake, I mean, he's got 2 wins via submission over the past 2 weeks. That's because he's getting his submission offense up there, and it's going to make a difference. Fitness. And health. Yeah, I got you, Mike. Okay, that should be good there. Perks. Jake's got Tap already, Wrestle Clinic, Nightmare, and Weathering Storms. So he's got a lot for submissions, takedowns, and taking a beating. It's pretty much how I kind of think set my fighter up as well. A lot of the jiu-jitsu guys seems like those are the perks to go with. Punches, jiu-jitsu guys don't really have anything. They just got level 1 everything. Same with the kicks, pretty much all level 1. Nothing unlocked, so you guys can kind of see the difference. Clinch, they do have level 2 everything. Takedowns, he's worked on his single and double leg takedowns. And then they start with level 3 clinch throws and whatnot, so he hasn't worked on any of that. Ground, of course, he already went up to level 5. Not worried about get-ups. His transitions are 5, 5 reversals, and 5 sweeps. So that's what I'm talking about. These ground guys, they get right into it. Submissions, of course, if you start at jiu-jitsu, you get every single submission unlocked at level 5, which is huge. And then combos, all just level 1. Alright, Mike, you are up next. Alright, so skills for Mike here. Mike, hopefully you have that template ready to go. So here are your striking, speed, power, this and that. So again, these are all your stats that you currently have. Once I do the upgrades tomorrow, whatever you upgraded, you'll know that's what you're gonna go up. That's what perks you're gonna unlock, etc., etc. So just keep that in mind when you're seeing these. If you want to fill out that template for, you know, what you've already upgraded tonight or what upgrades you've put in, you can do that. There's your clinch throws, grapples, takedown defense. You can see Mike's fighters obviously lower because he just joined last week. Lionheart Kickboxer. 91, 91, 91. For staminas and endurance. And then all your health and stuff, 91, 91, 91, 91, 91. Perks. You picked up heavy hands first, so I'm sure you're going to pick up something else this week. Moves. You've got level 5 jab. Your straight, level 4. Uppercuts are at 4. Body jab and straight, 5 and 4. Hooks are 4, etc., etc. So I think really the only thing you've upgraded, I think, is the jab and body jab, I want to say. And then your hooks. I think that's what you ended up doing, yeah. Your kicks are all level 5, and I don't believe you've added any new ones. Clinch is still level 1. As I said, that would be something good to upgrade. Takedowns are going to be all level 1 stuff. Ground, you're going to start at level 3 everything. Submissions are all going to be level 1. Your guillotine's level 2. I think you picked that one though, right? Guillotine and rear naked choke. And then combos, level 2 kickboxing, 1, 1, and 1. Combos are big, so definitely make sure to upgrade your combos. And Coatsy, as soon as I get through everyone, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to look back through the Discord with you, and I'll make sure I didn't fuck that up. And if I did fuck it up, then I'll probably give your fighter like extra cash, because I feel bad. Let's see, Lloyd, I'm not even going to go through the new fighters stats because you guys are brand new. You guys can look in the fight camp, and that is exactly what you guys will have. So I'm not going to go through your guys' fighters. Banger said all he needed to see was his submission levels, and that is because some of the Wolverine fighters, or not Wolverine, sorry, that's what it used to be called. The Dirty Diddle fighters, how it is every camp has so many level 5 stuff that they got. Dirty Diddle Wrestling barely had any because all I gave them was level 5 takedowns. So to make up for that, what I did was I went ahead and gave them level 5 clinch as well, and they were still missing some to equal it out. So what I did is some of the submissions I gave them level 5, and I think that's what he was talking about. So here you go. Is this including this week's? No. So none of the stats that you're seeing right now include this week's. I don't upgrade your fighters until Thursday. So whatever you're seeing now, it will go up with whatever you've put in for this week. That will still go on. That'll still be tacked on. Nice. All right. So Banger, if you're still here, I think you already went to bed, but I'm sure he can see this later. Armbar 3, Americana, Anaconda. So your arm triangle is level 5. The bulldog choke is level 5. The guillotine level 5, because I think he started with that one. I think he upgraded the Kimura to level 4. The mighty whiz bar level 5. Rear naked choke 5. And that is it. Everything else is 3s. So that should be good for him. I'll go through it one more time. And he said that is all he needed was sub levels. So nice. Yeah, that little sheep, man, it comes in handy. Let's see. Dave hasn't upgraded at all. Chicharron, I don't think he was asking. I don't believe Hambone was asking. And I don't believe Taylor was asking. So that should be everyone, unless there is someone still in here that wants to see. Also, I don't know if Dom is still in here, but I don't know how to pronounce your fighter's name. So you'll definitely have to get with me, send me a little voice clip or something on how to pronounce your fighter's name, because I definitely don't want to mess it up. But yeah, that should be everyone's. So here's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna pop up the Discord. And I'm gonna go into where is it? Fighter upgrades. Alright, we're gonna go all the way up here. We're gonna see if I did mess up on Coates's. And Coatesy, if I did, I'm gonna make it up to you. Let's see. So banger. Coates. First one you got was Headhunter. Okay. I know I did that one. Then you got, so yeah, week 2, you did To Your Feet. So yes, that is what you're missing. To Your Feet. I'm gonna go, let me go here real quick. I'm gonna pop your fighter up. Alright, so let me see. Skills, perks. Headhunter, fluidity, off the back, and nothing. Okay, so it looks like I should have added that, but I'm going to keep scrolling through here to make sure. So there's your Headhunter. And then you had fluidity. Okay, that would explain it, yeah, because then it goes on my screen, it's going Headhunter, fluidity, and then off the back is probably what you just did. Where you at? Is that this week's? No. So you didn't do any perk that week. And then you did, I'm guessing, probably off the back this week right here. No, you didn't do it right there. These are the new ones. So when did you get off the back? So that's what it is. I think I gave you off the back instead of To Your Feet. So maybe, I think my dyslexia must have kicked in and I picked the wrong thing, because you have off the back for +5, and unless I missed it in here. Okay, here you are. You got Headhunter. Boom. Okay. I'm scrolling down. This is why I kept this up too, because okay, level, oh, so week 2 you did get To Your Feet, and for some reason I have off the back. I do not have To Your Feet. So I'm gonna keep looking here. Okay, so then this week you got fluidity. So that would be week 3, you got fluidity. Week 4 is what we're into right here that we're scrolling through. Week 4, it looks like you didn't get purple. So week 4, it says you picked a unlock. Oh, there it is right there. You wrote it in off the back up here. Okay, so that's what it was. I see it now. It's, you wrote it in instead of down there. You just filled it in right there. Okay, so yes, you have been missing To Your Feet. I'm going to add that. To Your Feet. Okay, so now you have all of that. So Coatsy, yes. Yeah, check edit. And then this week, if you did do a, let's see, have you posted this week yet? You're usually pretty quick about getting yours in. Yeah. So for this week, So this week you didn't want to change. You didn't do anything to your perks. Okay. Well, I've got you set here for your to your feet. And what I can do is you've missed this one for since week 2. I'm gonna give you like 30K. I'll give you 40K. We'll just make it a 40K to make up for not getting that perk. I'm gonna give you an extra 40K to your fighter because I feel bad. I honestly do feel bad. I don't know how I missed it. Like I said, I usually double and triple check. Like, I don't know if the kids like came in and were talking to me while I was doing it. When I try to do this stuff, I like try to just block out everything. That way, nothing is distracting me whatsoever. But sometimes it still happens, and then yeah, that'll happen. But look, there you go, Coatsy. You've got to your feet. I'm honestly glad we did this now because I would probably go back through and make sure everyone is set. But yeah, I'm gonna give you an extra 40K if you feel like that's adequate enough to make up for that. Luckily it happened in week 2. I mean, not for you luckily, but for me luckily it happened in week 2 because I'm telling you, I didn't remove it. I didn't do anything. You could see it was on the very last end. I just missed it. So as soon as I saw that picking up your fighter and seeing that you had an open perk, I was like, oh, that doesn't seem right. So I apologize. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go to the documents right here, right now. And I'm going to go ahead and just give your fighter. Oh, hold on. I got to go. I can do it from right here. Haha, nice. I'm going to swap over to this. Let me swap my monitor back. And that'll be good too because you're fighting Diddles, so you definitely would need that perk. Let's see, where's your fighter at? Coats. So I'm gonna put you up to 160 right now. 160K. There you go. So if you want to repost your upgrades because of that extra cash, you definitely can. If you're not too worried about it, you'll definitely get it for next week. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, he did do relatively well for the most part. I just think by the time my guy actually was able to keep you on the ground, I think, we were in the second round or so. I think it was the second round. So I feel like by the time that got to it, I think your guy was a little worn out, a little more tired, stuff like that. And that does make a huge difference. But yeah, to your feet, that should definitely help you for Diddles this week. So I apologize, man. I feel really bad about that. All right, guys. Any more questions before I wrap this up? I believe that's everyone that had questions about their fighters. If there's someone else that hits me up that wants to know their stats, I can definitely I'll hit them up individually and go through probably tomorrow. I'll probably go through it tomorrow as I'm upgrading your fighters. I can actually get some screenshots and I'll send it to you each individually if you guys still need it or something like that. But if not, that's pretty much it. I know you guys are asking for a tournament, but I'm gonna be hopping on and playing some games here with Babs and probably Vixen. So probably gonna play some Extraction. We are going to do the tournament next week, and we'll do the talk show next week. So tonight's stream will be more about the actual talk show, and so on and so on. So it's okay, we'll help. It's a lot to remember. It seems like a lot, but I mean, honestly, the only thing you really need to remember is we do the tournament stream on Monday, we do the talk show on Wednesday, the main fights on Friday. And honestly, all you have to know is, okay, on Sundays, I'm going to post this right here. So you'll see how much money you have. Once you see how much money you have, you'll just go down to this menu thing here. You'll fill it out however you need to fill it out. Whatever you want, if you want to pick your perk, whatever perk you want, your belt tier, your moves. That's kind of the most tricky things, I guess. Because it's not just, you actually have to look at your camp, what moves your camp has. If, you know, another move, or if you go to a different camp, you have to look at, you know, what moves they have. And then, you know, if you want to get a perk, you just kind of need to look at the perks. But luckily, everything is right there on the Discord. That's what's really helpful about it. You know, everything, info camps, info perks. That's mainly all you really need for that. You can see the camp moves, and you can see the perks from right there. And then you just go back in, you fill it out, and then you'll just fill out that form right there in the fighter upgrading. And that's it, man. That's really all there is. It seems like a lot, but it seems like a lot, but really there's not much to it. Upgrading your fighter should probably only take like 5 minutes. I mean, when you look at it, you know, do you want strike speed, head movement, and switch stance? Do you want strike accuracy, blocking, footwork, A or B? You know, do you want takedown offense and throws and top game? A. Do you want takedown defense, submission defense, and bottom game? That's B. You know, you just pick whatever you want. You tally it up right here. You write in your belt camp right there in the middle. Your color that you want to upgrade, which is literally just your attributes, and it labels it, you know, under the fight camp info. You know, it'll say info camps. You know, it says it right here. If you're Steel Titan, if you go black belt, you're going to get +1 to power. If you go brown belt, you're going to get accuracy, takedown defense, and whatever your camp is. I think you went boxing, I believe, right? So that would be your camp right there. You can look, you can see what moves. You already have all these moves at level 5. You already have all these moves at level 3, so you can fill out that template if you want to keep up on it. You don't have to do that. Like I said, I have no problem trying to show you guys every now and then. I don't mind showing you guys doing something like this. And I knew I needed to do it because I had like 6 or 7 of you guys asking like, hey, I don't remember what my stats are. But yeah, it's really not too much. Thank you, Brick. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying, you know what I mean? It's fun. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy that you guys are doing it. This is by far, we've been doing these types of leagues here now for about 3 years, 4 years or so. We started in 2019. It's called Lockdown Franchise. We started with football. We went into fighting, and we called it Lockdown because COVID literally locked everything down. There was no sports, so I said, fuck it, I'm going to create my own sports. I'm going to take my friends, put them in the games. We'll do some like upgrading type stuff, created all this, and it's just slowly been getting better and better over the past few years. And this season, I think we finally hit that like stride of like, okay, things are really good. We're getting some, you know, people interested that aren't a part of, you know, our little community already, because we all are pretty much friends locally around here. So we're starting to branch out. People are starting to see it, get interested in it, and I think that's awesome. And that's what I want to do. I want to build something real big that, you know, we have a huge community of people that get along, have fun, hang out on streams and stuff like that. For those of you that are content creators, streamers, whatever, you are more than welcome to use any of the footage. You guys can clip stuff, do whatever you want with it. If it helps you grow, all I ask is that you tag me in it, or tag, you know, Lockdown Fighting, you know, use hashtag Lockdown Fighting, tag my YouTube or post the YouTube link, stuff like that, just so that I can help grow with you. By all means, man, you guys can use this content as well. I gotta look and see like how to make clips on YouTube that you guys can use. If you ever want just your fighter footage or something like that, I don't mind clipping the fight for you and sending that over. I can definitely do that, and you can do whatever kind of edits and stuff like that you want. As I said, I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, stuff like that. All I'd say is, you know, follow me on one of those things, tag me in it, use the hashtags. That way we can help continue to keep growing this league. Yeah, yeah, it's been a while. So, all right, guys, it seems like that should be it. Again, if you guys have any other questions, I'm always available in the Discord. You can at me in the Discord. Just make sure if it's Lockdown Fighting associated, we keep it in the Lockdown Fighting area, because this server, this Discord server, is for kind of anybody to want to play together. And then Lockdown Fighting is kind of its own thing in there. You have to have a role to be able to view all that stuff. So just try to keep the Lockdown Fighting stuff into the Lockdown Fighting area. Besides that, man, you can DM me on Discord. You can message just anyone. You can message me on Discord. However you guys need to do it for your questions. I'm always available. I'm always willing to help and answer questions. And a lot of these guys in here have been here since like season 1, so they can definitely answer questions for you guys. So yeah, just stalk them a bit. Yeah, just stalk me. It's all right. I don't mind. All right, guys. With all that said, it's almost 7 o'clock, so you have two hours to get those upgrades in if you have not already. I actually still have to do mine, and I still have to do Babs's, and I still have to do Diddle's. So I still got a few people that I have to help work on as well. So I've still got that to do. So I gotta get off of here and get that going. Tomorrow I'll be upgrading your fighters, so it'll be pretty quiet in the Discord for me personally. I'll just be upgrading, and I actually have, if you guys remember, Rambo, he's still with me. He's still kicking. I used to have him on camera. I don't think I'll be able to get him back on camera anytime soon, but there is going to be a Rambo stream happening, or at least some footage being uploaded here pretty soon, because we got him a brand new vivarium that we have to set up, Babs and I. 4 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot, and it's on like a 2 foot base, so that thing is going to be huge. We got all kinds of stuff for it, so I'm really excited to put that together for him now that he's gotten really big, and he's outgrown his like 3-footer that he has right now. So I'm really excited for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun setting that up, hopefully. Or you'll see me get hammered and get pissed off, one way or the other, you know. But yeah, at some point I'll try to do another stream with Rambo, because I know you guys used to love that Rambo cam when I put it on. So yeah, the old Ram cam. But that's pretty much what's coming up. Hopefully I'll see you guys, most of you guys, Friday at 7 p.m. right here. Thanks for tuning in for this little stream. I appreciate you guys. I'm always in the Discord if you need me. If not, I'm the Finkster, and I will see you on the next one. So long.